In a world saturated with noise and constant stimulation, silence has become a rare and precious commodity. We're bombarded with information, opinions, and distractions, leaving little space for quiet contemplation and inner peace. Yet, it is in these moments of stillness that we can truly connect with ourselves, gain clarity, and find respite from the relentless chatter of the mind. For many of us, our inner voice, particularly when dominated by negative self-talk, can feel like a relentless companion, constantly analyzing, judging, and second-guessing our every move. This internal noise can be exhausting and overwhelming, preventing us from experiencing the peace and contentment that comes from simply being present in the moment. Sharper focus, clearer thinking, the cognitive benefits of quieting the inner critic. Our minds are incredible instruments capable of remarkable feats of creativity, problem-solving, and innovation. Yet when our thoughts are clouded by negative self-talk, our cognitive abilities are compromised, much like a computer struggling to run multiple programs simultaneously. The constant barrage of self-doubt and worry consumes valuable mental bandwidth, leaving us feeling scattered, overwhelmed, and unable to focus on the task at hand. By reducing negative self-talk, we free up cognitive resources, allowing our minds to operate more efficiently and effectively. We're better able to concentrate, process information, and make sound decisions. This enhanced cognitive clarity can have a ripple effect across all areas of our lives, from our work and studies to our relationships and personal pursuits. The art of listening, how silence enhances social connections. In today's fast-paced world, genuine connection and meaningful conversations can feel increasingly rare. We're often so caught up in our own thoughts, worries, and internal dialogues that we fail to truly listen to and engage with the people around us. This lack of presence creates a barrier to intimacy, hindering our ability to build strong and fulfilling relationships. When we're consumed by negative self-talk, our attention is turned inward, focused on our own insecurities and perceived shortcomings. We might rehearse conversations in our heads, worrying about what to say or how we'll be perceived, rather than being fully present in the moment and listening attentively to the other person. Section 4, from self-doubt to self-assurance, projecting confidence and authenticity. Self-doubt, that insidious voice that whispers you're not good enough, can undermine our confidence, sabotage our efforts, and prevent us from pursuing our dreams. It can manifest as a hesitancy to speak up in meetings, a fear of putting ourselves out there creatively, or a reluctance to pursue new opportunities. When we're plagued by self-doubt, we project an air of insecurity that can be off-putting to others. We might come across as timid, hesitant, or unsure of ourselves, even when we possess the skills and knowledge to succeed. This lack of self-assurance can limit our opportunities both personally and professionally. Section 1. Taming the inner critic, strategies for quieting the negative voice. Our inner critic, that persistent voice of self-doubt and judgment, can feel like an unwelcome guest who overstays their welcome. It's important to remember that we don't have to give this voice free rein in our minds. We have the power to challenge, reframe, and ultimately quiet these negative thoughts. One effective strategy is to simply acknowledge the presence of the negative thought without engaging with it. Imagine your thoughts as passing cars on a busy street. You don't have to chase after each one or get caught up in its destination. Simply observe the thought, label it as unhelpful, and let it pass without judgment. Section 2. Cultivating Self-Compassion, the antidote to self-criticism. Self-compassion, the practice of treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, is the antidote to the harsh self-criticism that often dominates our inner dialogue. It's about recognizing that we are all works in progress, perfectly imperfect human beings doing the best we can with the resources we have. Imagine talking to a close friend who is going through a difficult time. Would you berate them for their mistakes or criticize their shortcomings? Or would you offer them words of comfort, encouragement, and support? Self-compassion is about extending that same kindness and understanding to ourselves, especially when we're struggling. Section 3. From negative to positive, reframing your self-talk. Our thoughts are powerful influences of our emotions, behaviors, and overall well-being. When we allow negative self-talk to dominate our inner dialogue, we create a self-fulfilling prophecy, leading us to act in ways that confirm our negative beliefs about ourselves. The good news is that we have the power to reframe our negative thoughts into more positive and empowering ones. This isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the positive aspects of ourselves and our experiences. Section 4. The Power of Mindfulness. Staying present to silence the inner chatter. Mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, is a powerful tool for quieting the inner chatter and finding peace within. When we're mindful, we're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We're simply observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting swept away by them. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to cultivate mindfulness. By setting aside time each day to sit quietly and observe our breath, we train our minds to become more aware and less reactive to our thoughts. Section 1. The Transformative Power of Silence. Reclaiming your inner peace. Throughout this exploration of self-talk, we've delved into the profound impact our inner dialogue has on our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. We've uncovered the insidious ways negative self-talk can sabotage our well-being, fueling anxiety, eroding self-esteem, and even taking a toll on our physical health. But perhaps more importantly, we've discovered the transformative power of quieting the inner critic and cultivating a more positive, compassionate, and empowering relationship with ourselves. Imagine a world where your thoughts are no longer held captive by self-doubt and worry, where your mind is a sanctuary of peace and clarity rather than a battlefield of negativity. This is the promise of silencing the inner critic, of reclaiming your inner peace and stepping into the fullness of your potential. Section 2. Embracing the journey from self-doubt to self-discovery. The journey from self-doubt to self-discovery is not a linear path. It's a process of continual growth and evolution. There will be days when the inner critic seems particularly loud and persistent, when self-doubt threatens to derail your progress and dim your light. But it's in these moments of challenge that the true work begins. The opportunity to put into practice the tools and strategies we've explored. Remember that each negative thought, each moment of self-criticism, is an invitation to practice self-compassion, to offer ourselves the same grace and understanding we would extend to others. It's a chance to challenge the validity of these thoughts, to ask ourselves if they are truly serving us or simply echoes of past hurts and insecurities. Section 3. A quieter mind, a richer life, unlocking your full potential. When we silence the inner critic and cultivate a more positive and compassionate inner dialogue, we unlock a world of possibilities. We create space for greater peace, clarity, and joy in our lives. We experience deeper and more meaningful connections with others, free from the fear of judgment and the need for external validation. A quieter mind is a more creative mind, a mind capable of generating innovative ideas, solving complex problems, and expressing itself with authenticity and passion. It's a mind that is open to new experiences, willing to take risks, and resilient in the face of challenges.
The magic in the mundane. Now, how do you actually put this principle into practice? Well, it starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. How often are you caught up in your own head, worrying about what other people think, comparing yourself to others? When you catch yourself doing this, gently shift your focus. Look around you. Appreciate the beauty of nature, the kindness of strangers, the simple joys of being alive. Engage in activities that take you outside of yourself. Volunteer your time. Connect with nature. Explore new cultures. Have deep conversations with people who challenge your perspectives. The more you focus on the world around you, the less space there is in your mind for ego-driven thoughts. Remember, this is a practice. It's not about achieving some kind of ego-death enlightenment. It's about making small, conscious choices every day to shift your focus from yourself to something larger. And as you do this, as you think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world, you'll find that you become more content, more compassionate, more connected to the world around you. And that, my friends, is a recipe for a truly fulfilling life. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about understanding the way, accepting what is, and thinking lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. These three principles, they're not just some ancient wisdom to be admired from afar. They're tools, man, tools that you can use to navigate the complexities of life, to overcome challenges, to live a more fulfilling existence. Take some time to reflect on these principles. How can you apply them to your own life? What changes can you make starting today to shift your perspective, to find more clarity, to live with more purpose? Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you found this conversation valuable, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, the path to clarity is a journey, not a destination. So keep exploring, keep growing, and keep seeking out the extraordinary in the ordinary.